What up, YouTube? It's your boy ATrueHero, and I'm not alone. This man needs no introduction, but please tell him who you are, reigning from the Edison Club himself.
It's your boy TYP336 or Ty Payne, whichever one y'all want to call me, or my new moniker, a true sidekick.
Now, here on the screen, as you can see before you, it's Diva Hero. First of all, we need to give the shout out to James Ark because he came at top 8 with the list you see before you at the Edison World Championship event. So congratulations to him on innovating a unique Diva Hero list. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it for a spin. But before that,
Yes.
what are your personal thoughts on this list?
So my personal thoughts on this list, like it's different.
It is different.
Like
It is different.
the the first thing that stuck out to me like a sore thumb from the main deck was the 3 wind blasts. And like I know me and you, like with like the list and stuff that we've played, like we've gone back and forth like about playing wind blast at all.
Yes.
But James is like, here, like I'm about to just put a whole set in.
So that's what stuck out to me as well. So I want to talk about the spells real quick, and then I'll get into the triple wing blast. So we can see in the spells he's running triple upstart. Now recently I came up with a build, and you can find it on my channel where I also play triple upstart in Diva Hero as well. And I managed to win a small online local through one of Fraser Smith's tournaments where I main deck triple upstart. So I don't think that's a bad tech choice at all. But jumping to the triple wing blast, now it's very interesting because I choose not to play wing blast at all because I think it's a neg 1 in most cases. And it's only really good if you open up Stratos or if you have a malicious, plague, or treeborn in your hand. But as you can see from this list, this does not even have treeborn frogs, which is one of the good discard targets with wing blast. Not to mention,
Yeah.
this list does not run bottomless or D-prison in the main deck at all. So Wing Blast is kind of like the jack of all trade card because it's taking the place of both back row removal and monster removal. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's definitely something that we have to test out. So instead of just talk about it, let's be about it. Let's hit the ladder and see how we fare.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's see.
I think it's so cool that Dueling Book added an Edison ladder.
Yeah, I agree. Like now, yesterday I was getting trashed for like half the day. But
It's
I
funny.
started.
So I made
Go
it
ahead.
quite high on the ladder. Like right now, I'm 1300. So I'm like probably top 10 or just right outside the top 10. But the ranking doesn't matter because even if you have like a high ranking, the opponent that you play is still random. So I can play people who are in their thousands. I can play people who are below the thousands. Like it doesn't matter. So it's just really just random. But we got our first opponent, the Morphing Jar. I like the paper pick. I'm a rock guy myself, but I do like the paper pick. All right, here we go. Yes.
Oh,
Instant success. So clearly we're going to go first, and let's just open up Broken.
the opponent GLHF. Let's see.
All right, so this hand's really good. So what are you thinking? And I'll tell you my thoughts.
I was thinking like of like starting off with the Rhoda, and then going into and like going like obviously like going into like Stratos.
Right. Yeah, I feel that too. I think it's best to get the search cards out the way. So let's Rhoda for Stratos, add Prodigy, and we already have Wing Blast Molly, which is really good. And then we can set the Wing Blast and also Upstart as well. And hopefully we pull into like a Deep Sea Diva.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That is the one nice thing about playing triple wing blast is like you're gonna see it first turn more than likely. And like I said, and he also plays main deck emergency call. So that means the odds of opening up first turn Stratos, first turn wing blast together are quite high in this deck. And like that's such a strong opening going first.
I agree. I was messing around with this build, like just doing like test hands on my Neuron app, and like there was a lot of times just opening malicious wind blast was just so strong. It just felt like such a strong opening.
Right. Because
That
you
was
literally, yeah, we can upstart. Because you literally set your opponent back a turn.
right, exactly.
Yeah. Now, since he doesn't play Treeborn, at least we have emergency call that we can potentially pitch. But I mean, now we're going to pitch Molly. But like in the future, if we draw into another Wing Blast, because I believe this list doesn't play any other e-call targets other than Stratos.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it was just to like up the chances of just getting to Stratos quicker.
Cool.
Like
I'm cool.
kind of like Benjamin. Was it Benjamin from Dortmund that did
That's
the same
right.
thing?
He did do the same thing. I'm cool with ending it here. If you want to set
Okay.
MST, that's fine, but I'm just too afraid of getting heavy storm. And if we set
Yeah,
MST and Wind Blast, we could get heavied. And plus, we can always save the MST for later, and it worked out in our favor.
that's true. That's what I was thinking about too. Was the heavy storm.
Oh well, that
Now
was a
we got
really
now
good
we got
draw.
Greffer. Yeah, it's really good.
So that's perfect because the only thing that we're kind of worried about here is a Gores drop. But now that we pulled into Greffer, we can guard against the Gores. So I think now's a good time to go on the offensive and to summon Greffer, and then we can make a level 8.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, all right, so that E-Call is dead, so we could just get rid of that.
Yeah. Was you Maui first?
I would Plague first so we could get rid of the E-Call.
Yeah, yeah. Maui. How have you been, Cairo? It's been a while since we've talked to each other.
It has
It's
been a minute. It has been a minute. Life in Korea is very busy, and I wish that I could, have more opportunities to like come out to like North Carolina or just play in real life tournaments in general. But
right.
I'm always just a message away, so always feel free to hit me up. Now here, um, the option I think that would be best would be Dark End because we need to kind of worry about the Gores.
Right.
Right. So I'm not a big fan of attacking in the face down monsters. So
I'm not either.
yeah. So we have two options, right? We can either darken this face down or we can wing blast the monster. Now, I think wing blasting is a little bit safer because I don't want to wing blast a Gores in case he does have it. And at the very least, we
Right.
can darken and send and get rid of the Gores. Like he might have a token, but I mean it's easier to deal with a token than it is to deal with a Gores return to the top of his deck.
That's true.
Yeah.
So do you just like you want to ditch Prodigy with this?
Yeah, I would ditch Prodigy. Prodigy has served his purpose.
Right. All I've been doing is get ready for this 5K. I've been in the hyperbolic time chamber for like 2 weeks.
Have you decided what you're gonna play? You're gonna go Diva Hero or Blackwing variant?
it it's between Blackwing or Diva Hero right now. I've been testing both and it's just been up in the air. It's just like my Diva Hero hands have been really good and like I did lose I did lose a match to one of my teammates last night when we were playtesting. Because he's gonna be playing GB
Oh wow, he didn't even attack
and
and he just took the damage. That's fine.
yeah, yeah, we love that.
Yeah. I wouldn't even set MST. He's still in his opening hand. I think we can just end it here.
Sounds good to me.
And we're
That's what I was thinking.
we're in a good spot because he has to clear. Okay, easy. Wow. But the only sad part is we don't know what deck he's on, right?
That's the thing about it. We don't know what he's on.
So what are you thinking about siding? And I'll kind of tell you my thing, but what are you thinking?
I was kind of like looking at the dust maybe and like the snowmans.
Okay. Now the only thing is I'm a little wary about siding in dust because he didn't set any back rows. Granted, he had to play with his opening 6 cards, but generally I like to side in Vanity's Fiend if I don't know what they're playing because Vanity's Fiend is most decks in the format special summon. So I would drop a Caius for a Vanity's Fiend And then like
Okay.
once again, we don't know what deck we're playing against, so I would side out Dust Shoot because we're not going first this time. So with Dust Shoot, yeah, I was thinking Mind Crush, but
Mhm.
it's probably risky because he doesn't play like Deck Devastation Virus, right? So the odds of you pulling off a Mind
Right.
Crush are kind of a little riskier. So I don't think you can go wrong with Dust Tornado. That's like a generic card. I don't think you could go wrong with Oppression. I don't think you could go wrong with um DD Crow. So any one of those cards I think are good. Even Bottomless isn't a bad choice.
Let's see. We can go bottomless and see how it goes.
Okay. All right, let's open up Broken again. I mean, we didn't even really open
Right.
up that Broken. It was just I don't know, he just maybe he bricked. Like we're gonna have to watch the replay game one and see what he drew into. It's funny, there's the one vanities that we sided into.
Right. I'm telling you, you're like you're like I don't know. You're good luck. You're like a good luck charm for me. Like, I open so every time after I talk to you, I always open so broken.
So it's funny because everyone has different theories and ways that they side deck. There's the theory of siding in a multiple of a card, like triple Ryko, triple pulling a rug, and in hopes that you see it. Now, I have nothing against that strategy because it's proven to be effective, but I generally only side one to two of a card. And the reason is because I prefer diversity. I want my side deck to cover a wide range of matchups. So that's why I
Right.
prefer siding in just one or two cards. And like if I draw it, like we did, I draw it, and if not, then I don't draw it. Now, here at this
Right.
game state, we got to upstart first because we don't know what we'll pull into. If we get MST, then we go Prodigy into Vanities. Even if we get Heavy Storm, I still say it's worth it. Okay, we didn't.
He's playing this really close to the chest. Like he's not revealing a thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of tricky to say what to do right now. What are you thinking? And I'll share what I'm thinking.
Um, I was thinking of let's see. I kind of like. I don't know. It was like my the play is kind of risky. I was thinking about like, and it's kind of aggressive as well. Just like I was gonna ditch. I was thinking ditch Vandy's special grepper, go pitch the prodigies to send malicious, then summon the diva, and then go into like a double synchro play with like Gilman and O'Malley.
Okay, I mean that's not a bad play. I was thinking also going for an offensive play, but I was thinking of summoning Prodigy, summoning Diva, and then getting Spine Gilman and making Armory Arm, and then attacking the face down monster. And the reason why I would have went with that play is because I keep my power cards being Miracle and Vanities, and next turn if he has a big board, I could go like Miracle, sack the Miracle. I mean sack the zero for Vanities Fiend. But your play is good too. So I mean, honestly, like I don't think you could go wrong with either one. You're in the driver's seat, so I'm going to leave it to you.
Let's see. I'm gonna trust your judge. I'm gonna trust your judgment on it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Let's see. So what did you think? What did you think about the Edison Worlds like top eight? Like, how did you feel about that?
So I'm happy to see more Blackwing representation because there were three
Right.
Blackwings in the top eight, and Blackwing is a deck that people often kind of like sleep on. They always forget about it until it wins, and
Right.
you can never sleep on Blackwings. And also, we had Value Turbo in the mix. We had Diva Hero in the mix. It was a good top eight. It was a very good top eight. I mean, the event's still ongoing right now, so I'm curious to see how it pans out. My 2 cents, he might be on X Sabers. That's the only deck that I can think of that
That
would play Giant Rat.
that's that's what I was thinking. Like as soon as I seen Rat, I was like, I auto thought of X Saber.
But
Like
also,
swing
if he
swing
is
on
on
the
X
Rat.
Sabers, then like he's not in a good position. So next
Yeah,
turn,
he's not.
yeah, you could do a lot. I would just end here. I wouldn't even drop 0. I mean, like if he has Air Bellum would be a little bit unfortunate because he can if he can clear the board and make Bellum, then like we'll get reset
Mhm.
back a turn. But okay, if he makes Black Rose here, that's fine. Like he has to find a way to
Yeah.
out. The easiest way would be Econ. So if he goes like Econ, run over with Giant Rat, and then attack directly. Def- okay,
Yeah.
same thing. Book of Moon, Econ.
Uh,
And we don't. I mean, we hope he hits Grapher or Reaper. As long as he doesn't hit Miracle Fusion, it doesn't really matter. Well, of course.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. But we're still in a good spot.
Okay.
That was a good draw for us.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking just set Reaper, set Torrential.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty good too. He's gonna have mind control, but like mind control doesn't do much in this situation.
Yeah.
And let him know
All
that
right.
he gets his
Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool, cool, cool. So we get heavy. Definitely unfortunate heavy here because now he can do a lot of crazy stuff. Mind control. Okay, cool. He does nothing. So if he's smart here, he'll activate mind control. If he doesn't, okay,
Yep.
good. Okay, that's a decent draw.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's do gets a Stratus.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we need. Stratos,
Let's see.
and we need to run over that Airbellum. That guy's causing
Yep.
problems.
Like, other than Faltrell, that's like that's honestly the scariest card in the deck.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's crazy because like I said, it didn't really matter what card he hit other than Miracle, but he did hit the one card that mattered the most. But that deck doesn't really do much outside of like you said, Fultrel. And he doesn't have 2 X Sabers in the grave, so he can't even activate Gotham's E-Call.
Right.
Now what he could do is he could get an Emmer's Blade and then he can crash here. And then he can
Yep.
get like an X-Saber of his choice and then flip up Gotham's E-Call and drop Fultrel. And that would be scary.
Yeah. Galahad.
Yeah, that guy gets 500 or 300 rather. So he goes
It,
to 21.
against yeah, and then we see if this card attacked what's monster this card loses 500. If this card is attacked, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as there's that good, that's not a Gotham Z call. Heavy Storm one time. Heavy Storm one time. One
Oh,
time.
let's
That's game.
go!
That's game. He's not going to be able to come back as long as he doesn't have like Starlight Road or like Gotham Z
Yeah,
call. But anyway,
that would
yeah.
suck.
If he does have Gotham Z call, bit unfortunate. Oh, that's game. That's game.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Special summon. Yep. That's game. And then you have priority to banish. So what I would do,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I would just put the offensive pressure on. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't want to draw that.
No, we do not.
Yeah, and
I'm telling you, bro.
our next 2 draws were not good.
No, they were not.
So that guy gets weaker when you attack it. The attack order doesn't really matter in this case, but I mean, I would still just do vanities over, but the attack order doesn't matter.
He'll go down to 13, so he'll take 11 off that.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Hey,
I think that's it. I think that's going to be a wrap.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think so too. Because Mirror Force is gone now, so we
yeah.
ain't gotta worry about that.
So I would just keep attacking, and I would attack with Greffer because what is he setting that's going to have a high defense? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, this game's over.
Telling you,
Yep.
Cairo, you're my good luck charm. Telling you. There we go.
GG. All right. Well, I mean,
Oh man.
that was a quick little 2-0 showcasing James Arc Diva Hero deck. Closing thoughts?
Um, it on paper it's still a little off putting, but it's hey, the proof was in the pudding. It performed really well.
Yes, it performed really well. It's funny because the one Vanities Fiend came in and won us. won us. won us the game. You know, we definitely got a well-timed heavy as well because that was surely needed, or else none of that would have went through. You know, definitely a little luck on both sides. Luck he got our Miracle Fusion. Luck that we got the Heavy Storm, but that be the ways of Yu-Gi-Oh.
It really do. It really be like that.
Hmm. But yeah, my closing thoughts about the deck. I mean, it's Diva Hero, and at the end of the day, there are only so many variations that you can do to make the deck drastically different. And I don't think James Ark's build is particularly that much different from other Diva Hero lists in the past, such as Benjamin's list or my list, or even Oscar Rano's list. Like for the most part, they're all pretty much the same. Like the triple upstart is
Yeah.
not, I mean, not triple upstart. The triple wing blast is not for me. That set, we only pulled one wing blast, and it's like even the cards that we wanted to discard, which were malicious, we had used its effect, so we didn't even get to discard that. We wound up discarding a prodigy, but we did win the game because of wing blast because it set him back, and his hand was, I guess, unplayable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Actually, let's check that out. Let's check the replay before we wrap this up. So I'm curious, like, what did he have that he just had to concede immediately? Good. All right, here we are. Okay, so this was his
Yeah.
opening hand. Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an X Saber hand. Oh, yeah. So he literally couldn't do anything.
Yeah. His hand was not good at all.
And he did himself a disservice by taking the dark end before you even attacked. So that was kind of like his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, GG's. Definitely fun, man. We got to get together more often and record more Diva Hero content. You know, for anyone listening, your man Ty, he's the guy to go to for Diva Hero content, Blackwing content, good Edison content. Subscribe to the Edison Club. And with that, a true hero out. Peace.
UIP 336 out. Peace.
Subscribe or you too will be sent to the Shadow Realm.